Systems, ICT Academic Coordinator, to this session, and we share our gratitude here, sir, for taking time off from your busy schedule to for benefits of our students. I am all more delighted to welcome our eminent speaker, Ms. Jyotsna Tulsi, Employee Experience Specialist from Matsar Digital Private Limited, to this session to share her knowledge and vast experience with all delegates and participants of this session. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you for joining with us today. On this fortunate occasion, it is an honor for me to welcome our Excellencies Dr. R.T. Nirmal Kumar, Principal of AAC, Mr. K. Ramesh Babu, Vice Principal of AAC, distinguished heads and faculties of all departments of this college, and my beloved students from all streams of this session. I also wish to thank Mr. Netha Prakash, Head Department of Business Administration of AAC, for agreeing to preside over this event. Welcome, sir. The education system in its current format fails to respond to the needs of the skill required for building the career of individual while he and she enters into real work field. Unprecedented events in the last 2 years and the rapid changes brought by the pandemic situation caused many of us to relook various opportunities worldwide. It is not going to be easy also for all to sort out exact opportunity from large database prevailing in the global platform. So it has become indeed necessary for all, especially for the student community, to know how to screen out the best opportunities and also how to train themselves to face the evolution. Also to imbibe the various skills within themselves to grab the opportunity when it reaches them. To fulfill all these demands of the students, AAC always took a step ahead and conduct various counseling sessions for them in the past. In this phase, we decided to call for this power seminar session to create an open forum and a session to all the students, even during this pandemic, to shape them as a skilled person to meet the demands of the world. I ensure that next few hours of this seminar will provide a broad perspective about the prevailing needs to excel in one's career in future. So humbly requesting all the delegates and participants for active participation throughout this session. Thank you. Now I hand over session to Mr. Netha Prakash, Head of the Department of Business Administration, Arts and Science, to take over the. So welcome, sir. Sir, you can take.
A very happy morning to all. Today, a virtual power seminar on how to develop industry-ready skills by Jyotsna Tulsi, Associate Manager, Employee Experience at Maxter, South Delhi. She has passion for human nature, customer-centric and self-motivated HR professional. With 5 years of experience in corporate environments, specialized in HR specialist activities, talent acquisition, onboarding and induction, employee engagement, employer relations, grievance handling, individual and group counseling, attrition management, and performance appraisal management. She is a graduate from IIM Calcutta. Welcome you, ma'am. The session today is by ICT Academy, Sky Campus, hosted by Acharya Arts and Science College. The topic of the virtual power seminar is need of the hour for the students to their career development. This session bridges the gap of the industry and the industry. Ma'am, very kind of you to handle the session, and it's great to have you to enrich our students to impart on HR needs. I once again wholeheartedly welcome you, ma'am. And now, without taking much of your time, kindly take care of the session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Welcome you once again.
Thank you, Mr. Sharif. That's a very brief introduction of myself. So, good morning, all. I request you all to, as many as possible of you, to switch on your videos, because this I usually do with all the students whomever I talk with, so that I can converse you better, right? So, Mr. Sharif, I request you to share my screen, share your screen by presenting that PPT which I have shared you with. Right? So, good morning, all. How are you all? What is that you all are expecting from today's presentation? Guys, I'm waiting for your reply. My chat box is open. So, what is that you exactly are looking forward from this one and a half hour time going on? So, please enable your videos and please be vocal. Please chat so that it will be helpful for you that what we are going to spend for one next hour, right? Industrial skills, right? Good. So, guys, Mr. Sharif, are you able to share the PPT? Yes. So, industrial skills is nothing but like how you are going to learn the corporate culture. How is this transmission of this transformation of being a student to a corporate employee? How what all you have to learn other than what your college is teaching you? Like you might be going to get trained or getting trained on your technical skills in your various specializations. I have seen Acharya is for arts and science students, so you might be having your own specializations in your UG or PG, whatever you are into. And today in this session, I'm going to talk to you more about uh, like what else you have to learn and what else you have to change yourself so that you can fit in very well in corporate world, or yes, as the session names as industrial skills, right? So these are all the skills that we're going to talk today, so that you will be aware before, because I wish I might have had a senior from when I was a student, that I wish that such sessions should have happened for me also, so that I might have been ready and gone for my first job especially. But anyways, we are here. You are all lucky that we're going to discuss on this. As a senior, I'm going to give you what all you can expect, and also I would say as a HR what I expect, because from long 5.5 years I used to recruit number of freshers. So what as a HR or as an organization we expect a fresher to possess other than their technical skills, right? So next slide, please. Uh, Guys, can you all hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine. Yes, very good. Thank you. So be active in the chat box. I'll be asking you many questions. As I told you, today we're going to discuss more on. Thank you so much for your quick replies. We're going to discuss more on your corporate skills and how you're going to fit in this corporate world much. Okay, right. So next slide, please, Mr. Sharif. Can we go to next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. So, so as I told you before, we are talking about corporate culture, and today I'll give you an overview of corporate culture, how what you can expect from there, and what kind of challenges you may have there, and the etiquette and the manners that you have to possess before going in there, so that you can fit in fast, and how you have to be more responsible, and you should feel more accountable about your job. Uh, yeah, so we are also going to talk about business communication and few others. You, I'll explain everything in the coming forward slides, right? Right. Guys, remaining all, you can all please be, please mute, right? Cool. Right. So I'm also going to discuss with you few tips how to succeed in corporate career. So let's start with our session today. Next slide, please. Mr. Sharif, can you please go to next slide? Yes, this is challenges. Sorry. So, guys, we are going to first talk. You know, any problem that you take or any next step that you're going to go, you always have to realize what are all the challenges that you are going to face, so that you can prepare yourself well. Right. As a student, when you're transforming yourself as an employee, you may have few challenges. So this slide talks about that, right? So how do you adjust to the change? Because all these years in your whole long career of say it's like 12 plus 3 plus 3, or so many years that you are there as a student, and you always have your parents in your back and your teachers in your back who ask you to study, who helps you to prepare for your exams, or who are there always for you to stand behind you, and motivates you or push you or guide you to clear your exams, or to rank to gain your ranks in your exams, or whatever it is, right? But once you are into corporate world, once you are out of being a student and started your life as a employee, trust me friends, there'll be no one. It is you who has to stand by yourself, and you have to adjust to this new change which is going to come to your life. And there'll be definitely a peer pressure that all your friends from college, you might have studied, most of us may have friends from plus one or plus two, or even from school, who still carry like who still come along with you to the college. Not maybe to all of us, but at least few of us, right? But after this, you may not know that you are going to the same company as your friend does, right? So, and your friend, some of your good friends might have been placed in a bigger company, and or a smaller company, or you all might have placed in different places in the world. But you will definitely miss them, and you will definitely have that competition in between them. So this is one of the challenge that you may face once after finishing your college. And you may have new expectations and new responsibilities. As I told you before, you know, till now, till you finish off your college, you may have responsibilities like clearing your exams, or getting ranks in it, or percentages, or first class or second class, something like that. But here, after this, you have no such pressure of exams, but you will have a daily expectations and daily responsibilities that you have to fill in at your office, or at your new responsible job, whichever you're going to possess. Right? You have to work individually. As I told you before, there'll be no teacher or professor or lecturer behind you who will teach you or guide you at a workplace. You have to be all alone yourself. Should prove yourself that you know, and you have to deal with your challenges, whatever you're going to face at your job. And you also have to be a team player, which is a major one. A corporate culture demands from every individual. You know, because we as a HR, I'll tell you guys how this team playing is very important. If we find out that there is someone that may not fit into teams, we also do shortlist as per the way that this particular person is culturally fit to the organization, or culturally fit to this particular team whom we are going to hire. So you definitely have to showcase yourself that you are a team player who can adjust with the different individuals and different mentalities and do work. So working individually and also playing team, being a team player is very important, because as a student you might not require that. You can hang on with your own batch of friends, or maybe not for you guys, because you are in this whole technical world. Like this e-meetings are happening, e-classes are happening for you. One way it is lucky for you that you are facing this pandemic and still going ahead with this lectures what your professors are giving. But still, so you can be a team player here at being a student, but wherein once you are back to once you are at corporate life, you have to be a professional person, wherein you cannot say that I no, this is my best friend's batch, I'll hang out only with them, not with my team. But it is not something acceptable over there, that you have to accept the different individuals or mentalities which you don't like, right? So meeting the goals of the company is very important. So your skills should also align with the company goals or company requirements. That's how you can sign up better in your career. So confidence in the ability to perform. You all should have that confidence, but not overconfidence. And also somewhere, most of the freshers do feel like that inferiority. Maybe I'm too new to do this. So you need not to have that. You can always feel confident that you can do it, because nothing is a rocket science. You can easily can go in and do it. But only thing you have to do is like a little preparation, and little awareness can help you out to survive in any new world, any industry that you're going to choose. Next slide, please.
കണ്ട ഒരു എഫക്റ്റ് രീതി പുതിയ ഐഡെക്സ് കൺഫ്യൂജൻ ഫോർമുല.
Right. So, what do you mean by persona? Have you ever heard of this persona? Oh, I have given you a recipe at the beginning. So, guys, persona means is a mask. So we all do wear mask. Are you all wear mask every day? Not a face mask for glamorous thing, but do you think that we all wear the different kinds of personalities mask every day in our life? Come on, guys, respond. I'm waiting for your responses. Yes. So, Arif Hussein, how do you
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that? Yes, exactly. Whoever say yes, it is right. How do you like? Can you please explain me how do we wear this mask? What do you mean by this mask? According to the different situation. Exactly, Vijay, you're right. So we all wear different kinds of masks as per the scenario. Like maybe here now I am wearing a mask of a senior professional so that I can talk to you my own experiences. So I cannot act like a mother. I'm a mother of two, so I cannot have that mask here and treat you all as my children. Definitely not. I have to treat you all as my junior professional so that I can guide you on with the given topic today. Right. So here now currently I'm wearing this, and you are all wearing that student's mask here in front of me. Though you are all not switching on your videos, but still you have that attitude is what you are possessing right now. But how about it after this session? How do you feel? And immediately you go to your amma, give me something to eat. I'm hungry after one long hour. So you're immediately changing your mask to a son's or a daughter's mask. So this happens. Yeah, someone will go outside, difficult wear mask. Oh, this is not about the uh, mask that we are wearing currently for the corona. It's a different one I'm talking about. This is about the personality mask that we all wear. These are the different kinds of social roles that one adopts according to the situation or the scenario that we all face in our day-to-day life. Vijay, yes, that's so funny. We definitely use N95, but let us talk about the personality mask that we all wear in a regular life, which cannot be seen, but it means the roles that we change in our day-to-day life. So, why I'm talking about this personality mask here at something where we're talking about industrial skills? Guys, as you all are playing this social student role currently in this session, you all also have to wear this new face mask of or new personality that you have to adopt when you are entering into a corporate world. So, how to do it? I'll tell you in the further slide. Next slide, please. Sharif, can you please go to next slide? Right. So how to fit in with having this new personality? How to fit into this corporate culture? I'll tell you a few points here. Dress for success. You know, is there anyone celebrating your birthday today? Okay. How many of you buy a new dress during your birthday? Or how many of you do? Please go back to yeah. Please stay in the same slide, Mr. Sharif. So, how many of you do buy a new dress? If there is a wedding happening in your house, or your elder sister or elder brothers or elder cousins' wedding, or anyone in the close relations are getting married? How many of you who go do shopping and dress yourself in a party wear? How many of you does that? Guys, please respond. Don't we all wear a new dress? Yes, Janani, please, you can talk. Yes, Vijay, you also do that. Yes.
Ma'am, this is a difficult situation. We will go to some wedding. Dressed it by myself and
Yeah.
what it is, what is my favorite color? Sarees
Right.
and tops.
Exactly. So we all of us do that, right? We all of us do that when there is a new ceremony at home, or when we have our birthday. We all do that. Equally, we should also give importance uh, to dress or shop yourself while you are going to place in a corporate world. So yes, Naveen, thank you all for responding. I request you all to keep responding the same way. So usually we all do dress when we all do shopping when we have a ceremony happening in our house or any special occasions. Equally, guys, it is important to shop yourself a professional dress while you are going to get placed in a corporate world. You may ask now, like, yeah, now it is all work from home mode. How about it now? Even now, it is important to wear a decent dress in the meetings that which are happening. See, today I'm here wearing some red dress which can be catchy for your eyes, so that you can see me better. So I cannot wear something which I wear in the house and just come and sit here, right? So you should always do give preference for your, yeah, for professional use we must use formals, yeah, right. So most of the companies nowadays, we are in this millennial generation wherein they are not expecting you to wear a, even my own organization where I'm currently working with, we don't have any restriction that you have to be in the formals, right? It doesn't mean that you can go too casual about it. You can have the business casuals, right, which will make you feel comfortable, and also it will give you that not only the comfort but also the confidence to meet and face your day-to-day challenges at work, right? So it is very important to have a proper dress, or to have that, to change your, yes, Naveen, you're right, we look professional. So to have that professional look, dressing is something, because the first look that which everyone look at you, or you impress anyone else by only seeing the dress. So dress is very important. Do have a checklist, and in which you have to have this formals, or business formals or business casuals are important to shop or keep it in your wardrobe ready, so that you will be ready to uh, transfer yourself as an employee in the corporate world. And next one is language. So we all are comfortable at our mother tongue, but now the globalizations have made the whole world as a very small place, like everyone works from anywhere and everywhere, and language is very important to communicate, because that is a key thing that which you have to possess to communicate, or to tell what your feelings are, what is your good at, everything. To communicate, language is something important, and definitely global language is English. Guys, do develop your English skills, so that it will help for you not only in gaining job but also in surviving better over there, and communicating or maintaining the right relationships without any misunderstandings at your workplace. Next one is telephone etiquette, which I'm not going to talk about today, but email etiquette I'll talk today. I'll speak about it more. So telephone etiquette is also important nowadays, especially during this work from home or study from home modes, wherein we all communicate. This session is happening only through telephone conversations, We all never met. I never met ICT team directly, or even I never met Sheriff Meetly directly, right? So this is all happening through telephone conversations, and you have to be professional, and you should know the basic etiquette of telephone, like how you should speak, what is the how you have to mind yourself about the background noises, or the way you speak, the tone you use, the voice you speak. So everything you have to be known or aware while you are having this professional telephonic conversations, right? I think you can even start practicing it right from starting this time, because you may be talking with your professors or lecturers or even your friends often in telephone. So do Google yourself, because your is the lucky generation where you can see and learn anything and everything from Google. So do a checklist. The another topic is telephone etiquette. Understand what it is, in which we also have SMS etiquette. We all are very good. When I was talking, asking, someone has sent me yes ma'am. It is not yes, it is just yes ma'am, right? So that is a generation you are at. I'm not talking it is wrong here, because this can be a very casual one, but wherein once you are in as a professional, you should have the proper SMS etiquette also, because that is also considered as a professional platform wherein, yeah, how you communicate with your peers or colleagues at work. Next one is email etiquette. I'll talk about it in the next slide in detail. What to do, what not to do. Next one is non-verbal communication. So, what is non-verbal communication? Can anyone say what is non-verbal communication and why it is important? Facial expressions, gestures, body language, eye contact. You're 100% right. Why do you think it is important, Kelvin Khanna? Transmission of information through facial expressions, exactly. So it's uh, non-verbal communication, as the words say. It is non-verbal. I need not to talk. You can get to know about the uh, person's communication through the expressions, or the way that they are sitting, or that they are behaving, or their postures, expressions. So anything without this tone, without mouth, without verbal words, is considered as non-verbal communication. And why it is important, guys? Non-verbal communication is very important. That they say it mind accepts only 20% of the verbal communication. Remaining 80% goes or takes only from the non-verbal communication. How you show your postures or expressions will take it. Only the receiver of the communication do consider only the non-verbal communication more or higher side than the verbal communication. So it is very important uh, to be aware of this non-verbal communication. Say for example, today I'm just talking like a news reader. I'm just talking out my slides. How do you feel like? Do you feel like listening to it? Vijay, yes, you're right. It creates a positive impact. Equally, it also creates a negative impact, because the it's all up to us how we showcase or how we put it. Because equally as positivity, it also go for negative. So we have to be very cautious about our body language or our expressions or our postures, that what all we are doing, right? So next, I have asked you a question now. So what if I'm not giving you or talking to you this way, or I'm just reading out the slides? How do you all guys will feel? Do you feel like listening to me? If I'm just reading out the slides and talking like a news reader, how do you all feel like? Physically present, mentally absent. Yes, you're right. So you may be just there, and you might have, anyways, your cameras are off, so you might have keep your phone or a device over there and just go off and do your own work or play some game or do something else. You don't feel like listening to me, right? So it is important for me treating it as another online session. Yes, yes, as you're right. So it is very important to have that tone, or to have these hand gestures, or to talk to others, so that they feel like listening to you, right? So please also do have your own self research on non-verbal communication, how to improvise on it, or maybe talk to professional, listen to career. Yes, yeah, true, Janani. right? So please do read about non-verbal communication and how to develop it, because it is very important for you to be successful uh, in your interpersonal skills, and also to have a good relationships at your workplace. And next one is email etiquette. Guys, I have included this one here because it is something which is basic, and I have seen as a HR many of the freshers who are really good at the technical skills are very bad at writing an email, a simple email. So that is the reason I have mentioned it here. I kept email etiquette as one of my slide today, so that I'll make sure that you all will learn why it is important. And yes, Sujita, you want to talk something? You have raised in your hand. Okay, you can interrupt me anytime. We have a long time. So next, I'm going to talk about email etiquette. So always use a professional salutation when you are writing an email. Just start with hi, Mr. So and so or Miss So and so. Always mention hi or dear, however they are related to you. You can use that. Always have this professional salutation. And next one is keep subject lines descriptive and short. So subject lines is it should be descriptive and short, so that next time when I'm going to research or look at your email, I can just give the simple wording so that I can get this email again from my inbox, right? So don't make yourself don't make the subject line as if the description of the mail body, because some there are people whose body of the mail and the subject line both are equal, both the same. They just do the same in both places, which is not right. The subject line should be a crisp line, as usually how you write the normal letter. It should be that way, wherein the subject is like regarding leave, or it's about taking or resignation, or maybe a request for something else. So it can be very crisp in nature. It can be very in a line description, right? Next one is appropriate level of formality and spell the name correctly. Guys, spelling the name is very important. As a psychologist, I want to tell you one more thing. Do you know, guys, what is the interesting word that one human being would like to listen in their life? Anyone knows that? This is one of the tip I'll give you. It's okay to not know. So the best thing that, yes, exactly, Hussein. It is their name. The more you call their name in a right way, they feel it good, right? So none of us feel good when someone is calling our name in a wrong way, right? So do know that, to try to spell the receivers of the email name correctly in the mail, and always even while talking, try to pronounce their name in the right way, right? So you should always spell the name of the person who is going to receive the mail in a correct way. Do check that again and again. You get that a lot, Shakti. Yes, it happens. It happens to me also, right? So proofread your email. Luckily, you all have lot of softwares already available in market now, so you can just download that and use it for your Chrome, so that it will help you about correction of your grammar and spellings. I'll tell you even about those softwares. I've had it in the end of this slides. So I think one among it is Gingerette, which is a software which will help you in correcting the sentences, and also the other one is Grammarly. Guys, please note it down. I'm telling you, it will help you a long way. We as a professional still use this softwares, because it is not our mother tongue. We need not to be how to say a PhD holder in English. I'm not a PhD holder in English, so I definitely don't know complete English. So I still use Grammarly. I don't feel shy about it, because we all are there to use technology that is there for us. So why to make it hard when you already have a already made software available in market for free? So please do use it. Start using it from today. It will help you in a long way. Proofread your email using these websites or the softwares which are all available for. Always use please and thank you. There is one rhyme which is used to send for my little ones. My twin boys are 3 years old, and they always have one rhyme which says like, always go use these two magical words of please and thank you. It goes a long way. It will help you a lot. Even the person who is angry with you, cannot take it further if you are requesting them, like so the way you ask them, the way you can ask them is by using these two beautiful words of please and thank you. Use them a lot even in the mail or wherever you are there. So use these two words a lot. Use proper email punctuation and sentences. uh, as I told you before, again, we may not be good at it, so please use softwares for it and learn the basic language. Emotionally charged emails have an impact. So sometimes we all are emotional human beings, and we maybe tend to write emotional mails, but be careful and be mindful about it. Don't just write an email when you're angry and just send it off, because it's not, you all know that, right? Email is a legally allowed proof, so please don't have such emotionally charged emails. Never send an email when you're angry using that hurtful words. Refrain from using the reply all. We from HR, we used to send a happy birthday wishes to one particular person by CCing also, that everyone will be knowing it. There are few other beautiful souls who can just say happy birthday to you so and so by replying to that particular person. No, this beautiful soul will not do that. He'll give reply all and say happy birthday to the whole organization, which is not appropriate, right? So please don't do that. Understand, if you are getting a mail, try before sending, going to reply all, just see how necessary for you to reply to all of them, or it is okay. If it is okay to reply to only that particular sender, you can just do that, right? So refrain using reply all every time. And secure attachment, this is the main major mistake that we all do in our common day of sending emails. PFA, the attachment, they say like please find attachment, and there'll be never an attachment attached to that mail. So this is the most common mistake that we all do. So please try to refrain yourself not doing the same mistake. And set informative out of office replies. So when you are not there in office, just mention that I'll be going for so and so many days of vacation. You can refrain from sending, or this particular person will be available instead of me. You can direct their mails to the particular another person who is going to refill you during your vacation. And set type in complete sentences. As I told you before, don't mention the incomplete sentences. It's okay in while we are talking, or while we are there in present, or it's okay in chatting that to your best friends, but not in formal ways. Acknowledge emails in timely manner. Say for example, I'll give you a scenario. Say for example, a client have sent you a mail stating that, guys, someone have unmuted yourself, please mute yourself because it is disturbing, right? uh, I'll give you an example why we have to acknowledge the mails in timely manner. Say for example, a client have sent you saying that there is one problem which is not related to you, you are just supporting during the time. Okay, and you have to wait for the particular person to come to their shift and to reply, say for next 8 hours. So don't leave the client in vain that nobody have read his mail. Just reply that we have received your mail and we'll reply you shortly, or the particular person have received your mail. We'll be looking into this issue slowly, or shortly we'll get back to you with the solution. So acknowledging mails which is being sent to you is very important to with something. Okay, thank you. We are just looking into it. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. So something like that will say that you are proactive. நீங்க படிச்சீங்கன்னு they'll get to know, right? Next one is keep emails brief and to the point. Don't write stories. We all do read Facebook, right? எல்லாரும் Facebook பாப்பீங்களா?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, exactly. So in Facebook, if there is a short sentences or short quotes, we all read. But if there is a long quote, we all just skip and go to the next feed. Don't we all do that? Most of times, don't we all do that? Yes, right. So it is the same way with emails also. You, to have a right attention, you have to keep it short. You have to don't write stories in the email. You always have a telephone conversation to have it with your person whom you are going to communicate. So in email, try to keep it as brief as possible and to the point. Don't write stories here in the mail. Always end your emails with thank you and sincerely. or best regards, something which is appropriate to your mail what you're writing. And next one is all caps. All caps means yelling. You're don't think that it is highlighting something, that I want to highlight this one particular line so that I'll keep it in all caps, all capital letters. No, it is not right. If you want to highlight something, highlight it with a particular color or underline, but don't use capital letters for a particular sentence, which means you're literally yelling or screaming at a particular person who are going to receive this mail. And equally, all small case letters means that your lack of education, or you are just lazy to write an email. So always try to have a proper grammatical phrases starting with a capital letter, ending or remaining all letters with a small letter. So do have that basic grammar following in the mails, whichever you're writing. And bold, making a bold means it's again a negative impact. Don't use bold as often as possible, but only in case if you want to highlight something, yes, you can use that. No pattern backgrounds. Always have a plain background. And sometimes a client may give you, or someone, say for example, I received a mail from particular person with some particular background, so I can reply to them in the same background if I'm replying to them. And multiple fonts is not professional. Please use that. No fancy fonts. Always use standard fonts for formatting. Usually they use Calibri body 12 size. If, for example, if you're receiving some mail with another fonts and another size, so you can go ahead with the same particular fonts with which you are replying. Admin, can I request you to unmute everyone? Oh, sorry, mute everyone, so that I'll unmute again myself, because it is really disturbing for me to talk. Thank you. So use accurate words. We see, for example, I have given you here two sentences, guys. Both are right. I'm not saying it is wrong, but they are not with accurate words. They are not appropriate. So use the right professional words. So we couldn't able to complete the task. Wherein you can use "we were unable to complete the task" is a more appropriate sentence than "we couldn't able to complete the task." So try to use such appropriate sentences in the email. As I told you before, you always have the softwares available in the market. Do use them as often as possible. Next slide, please. Mr. Sharif, can you please go to next slide? Yeah. So now I want to talk about behavior traits which you have to possess before going to any organization. As you always have to be self motivated. As I told you before, there'll be no lecturer or no a professor who will come to you and give push you from behind to reach your goals, or to guide you to reach your goals. It's always you who are going to face the challenges at corporate world. So you always have to be self motivated to reach your goals at your workplace. And competitiveness is very important at workplace, uh, because you are in a competitive world where anyone and everyone can overcross you and go away. So if you want to be the best, you always have that healthy competition or healthy competitiveness, so that you can lead it at your workplace. And you always have to be approachable, and that shows your proactivity. Always be a person who is open to take any um, feedbacks, or open to listen to anything what others are going to say. So please be approachable every time. And leadership goes long way. So broom your or brush your leadership skills. Have patience. Don't jump to the conclusions immediately, because human mind is tend to take the negative side, because we all are structured in that way that we jump to the negativity more frequently than going to the positivity. It takes time. So have patience. Be an optimistic, because which is very important to survive in a world where you have to deal with people. Because you are not going to, as I told you before, you have to be a team player. You are not going to work by yourself. You're definitely going to, anywhere you get placed, not just in IT industry, any industry you place, you have to be a successful team player. So being an optimism is one of the behavior trait that you have to possess before going to any workplace. Next slide, please. So before going to the next slide, I want to tell you what is this learning model? Why I'm talking about this learning model now. We all are having enough of learning models or studies or study materials with us. Why we have to learn this one now, right? So guys, we are talking about this particular model because it will help you out to have a self introspection. What do you mean by introspection? Guys, please reply. What is introspection? What is the meaning of introspection? Anyone? Self-assessment, exactly, Jazz. So self-analysis. Yes, Imran, you're right. So guys, I'll tell you one thing. You all are having some sickness and you all go to doctor. What do doctor do initially? We all are going to doctor saying that you're sick. So ask questions, examine you, inspectors. Exactly. So can I mention it as he'll diagnose you, right? So it is yes, diagnosing. Yes, Harini, you're right. That's what I'm talking about. So every doctor first of all asks you a set of questions. Say for observers first. Yes, he look at you. He'll try to grab few symptoms for your particular sickness, what you're complaining about, and he'll diagnose you with particular sickness or the particular disease or something which comes under their under different categories. He'll define one particular thing. So this process is called diagnosing. Why do you think it is important? Because without diagnosing, doctor may not be able to uh, treat you, or he may not be knowing how to treat you, which medicine to give you. So which means diagnosing is very critical for a doctor to understand your problem, right? Equally, to go any level in your life, to to mold yourself or to change yourself or to train yourself, first of all the thing that you all have to do is self examining, introspecting yourself. So know, first have that self awareness where you're standing at. Know that what is it good in you, what is it bad in you, because we all are great at something, we all are maybe not good at something, right? So understand yourself first. Introspection is something very important, and how do we deal with it? This particular introspection is what I'm going to talk about in this particular learning model, right? So I'll, before going to next slide, I'll ask you all one particular question. Do you all have do, do you all know how to walk? 80 treat patients of the disease acts of an R diagnosis doctor acts so they are training of instructions. Yes, yes, generally. So guys, I'm asking you, how many of you do know walking? Walking. So how many years of experience you all have in walking? You can all text here. How many years of experience you all have in walking? நடக்கிறதுல உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் எவ்வளவு நாள் you have experience in walking? 20 years. Yep. 19 years, 20 years, 20 years. 19 years, 18 years. So this is your actual age you're all going to give, you're all are giving here, right? Right, guys? So you might be started walking at the age of 1 or maybe 1.5 max, and you think by cutting off that particular 1.5 year, you're all thinking that these many years of experience you have into walking. So I'll come to that later, okay? I'll come to that later. Now let me tell you another example. As a HR, I have many applicants for any job that we post in different platforms, right? So for one particular role, I have posted a job and I got two applicants. Two are there in my office, and I've seen one among them are having 5 years of experience. The other one is having 9 years of experience, and both of them have gone to different levels of interviews. Finally, we have shortlisted only the 5 years candidate, but not the 9 years experience candidate. Why do you think it has happened? Now answer me. Okay, so those who didn't listen, I'm telling you, repeating you this. I have two applicants for a job with 5 years of experience and 9 years of experience. We have shortlisted the 5 years of experience guy, but not the 9 years one. Why do you think it happens? I'm ready to pay them. There is no problem with the pay structure or nothing like that. But why do you think I have shortlisted the 5 years experienced candidate, but not this 9 years experienced candidate who are there in the same technical skills which we are expecting? Any idea, guys? Anyone want to unmute and speak about it? Do you think it happens, or yes, Arvind, you can please talk. You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, happy morning, ma'am. Because it's because of the quality, ma'am, not about the quantity. He
Right.
may have more experience, but the knowledge he have gained may be a bit less or more, ma'am.
Exactly. You're 100% right, Arvind. So it doesn't matter how many years of experience you're having it, but how you're turning your actual time spent. What do you mean by experience here? His walking style. To say no, it's not walking style. That's a complete different example. I'll come to that again now. Also, the enthusiasm. Exactly, Simran. Enthusiasm is equally important. So, as Arvind said, it is important for any employee or any candidate to possess the stuff he has, or as Vijay said here exactly right now, the stuff or the quality that particular person is having. It's not here. The experience doesn't matter. Experience doesn't mean that the time that you have spent in particular phase, it should not speak as the real time experience. How does it change? I'll tell you. Now I'll correlate it with your walking experience. Say for example, at the age of 1 year, you all have started work. We all have started walking. And how many years do you think we have really learned walking? Are we still learning walking, how to walk every day? No, we all are experts at it, right? So, but how long do you think we have learned walking? Maybe one more year, maybe till our 5 years, we might have learned how to walk, how to run, how to jump, everything. So, but our walking learnings is done within 1.5 year or 2 years, maximum 3 years, right? So, right from the age of 5 years, we may be not just learning anything about walking, but we are just practicing it every day. We're just walking. So this time we are spending in walking, dear friends, is definitely not the experience that we are gaining. We are just this is a skill which we already possessed at the age of 5 maximum, because I'm giving the maximum time possible. So we have stopped learning walking at the age of 5. Equally with this candidate whom I was talking about, he has stopped his learnings after a particular period of time. He though he is 9 years old, experienced candidate, but his skill set is as equal as 3 years old or 5 years old. His learnings have stopped at that age. All now he's doing is repetitive of the same job what he's doing again and again. There's nothing new he has learned from this job, right? That's the reason this 5 years old guy who, I mean, 5 years experienced student or the candidate, sorry, who have grabbed this job with extra skills that he had new learnings in his job, in his day-to-day job. That's how he cleared the levels of interview, but not the 9 years experienced candidate, right? So equally in the example I told you guys, in the walking, say for example, what if this is not just you and me, a simple HR and a super student like you, but if you take an athlete who is practicing for a for some competition or some race, or a model who is going to walk in a ramp, don't you think that they should have a learning model in their walking every day? Yes or no? Definitely is, right? So walking may not be an experience or may not be a skill of yours and us. We all, it's a basic skill that we all possess. It need not to be something which have to go to the next level, have to be in particular way as uh, a model who's going to walk in the ramp or a athlete who's going to go for a race should possess as, right? So wherein now if you take how this particular athlete who is going for a running race going to have this walking experience. There they possess a TMRR, a learning model. They adopt it to have it in their race what they're going to run, to know the good and bad, or to introspect their own performance in running, so that they'll be knowing how, where they are good at, where not they are good at, so that they can where to improve themselves, and how to improve they find out through this learning model. right, guys? Your performance or your skills can go ahead when you are having a particular learning model in your life. How we are going to adopt it, I'm going to tell you now. Next line, please. Next slide, please. Mr. Sharif, please go to next slide. So, guys, in this athlete example, what I just given you, uh, there is this learning model called TMRR, which means target, measure, review, and reflect. Okay, so this athlete who is running, say for example, for a 5 kilometer race, his target is 5 kilometers to finish it in say maybe in 15 minutes, right? So he has targeted now, and now he started. He ran and he completed his 5 kilometers, and now he measured it, which means now here he is introspecting his performance, wherein in this introspection he understands that his pace in the running is very good at the starting, but it is pacing down or slowing down at the end of the race. So he reviewed that, and now he reflected that he has to change this particular he has to maintain the same pace right from the starting and end of the race. So now again he target now what, for having a equal pace in the 5 kilometers, so that he can complete his target within the stipulated time, given time. Right now again he has done that. He again understand that there is a lag while he is going uphill. When there is a slope, his pace is slowing down. So now he has to again review himself and reflect that he has to work more on the uphill pace. So he has gained more stamina on his muscles, so that he'll not drain his energy, or he'll be more strong while he is upskilling in the race. Is now he has done it again. Now he targeted for a uphill race with an equal pace from starting to again. So this is how a learning model will be adopted in a day-to-day life. So how I'm going to adopt it in my life as a student, I you can take it even daily, or maybe at the end of a week. Take one particular day and study, listen yourself, like target yourself what you want to complete, this particular portion or this particular syllabus, or maybe as a corporate, at corporate, if we are this is our topic, and at industry, anyone, which whatever you have chosen, you have you have to develop one particular product, or you have to sell one particular product, and what good you have done, you have to highlight what else you can improve in your performance that you have done in the last week. You have to again introspect yourself, and then reflect it in your performance again the coming week. So having such learning model every time in your life, you will go to the next level. So this is about this learning model of TMRR, which is very important, which we usually give to all the freshers who all join with our organizations. In the both organizations where I work with, do have this one all time to have a more in detail session about this TMRR. You can have a book called Catalyst, which has been written by a Pidilite CEO. I have mentioned this in the next slide so that you can write it down. He's Mr. Chandramouli. I have taken this model from that particular book. I felt that this is very appropriate and help all of us to go to the next level. So, guys, now you know this TMRR. There is a next challenge. We all know the syllabus for the exam, but are we all studying? Definitely not, right? We may cover 80% of it, or 70%, or maximum 99% of it. Somewhere 1% we all leave, right? So because we all are happy or comfortable in doing it in our own way, and we all know. Okay, let us forget about syllabus. I'll tell about exercise. We all know exercise is good for health. How many of us do literally do exercise? Do 100 of us do it? No, definitely not. But do 100 of us know that exercise is healthy? Yes, definitely yes, right? 100, like now today in the session we have 249 of us. 249 of us know that exercising is healthy for our life, but we don't do it because. Why do you think is the reason? Can I know the reasons, guys? Why do you think that we don't do exercise? Still, we know that exercise is good for health. Why do you think that we don't do?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, we don't know exercise is not good for health, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
So if we if you do for exercise is good for health, ma'am. If you do not do exercise, we will lose limb and back strain,
Mm-hmm.
pinching every time in the older 40 years, 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
It may be affection down.
Okay, so you're saying that if we know that
If
side
you
effect.
do long time in life, we
Uh-huh.
will do exercise. If you do long time life is very useful for us.
Yeah. So what do you mean by saying that? Why do you think that we are not doing it daily? We know that if we do every time, every day, it is healthy. So why do you think that we are not doing it daily? Anyone, guys? Laziness. Laziness. Prioritize the money and being laziness. No, it's not just about laziness. It may be the reason, but also one more question I'll ask you. How many of you do brush every day? Procrastination? Yes, Imran. I'll tell you how to procrastinate this. Okay. How many of you do brushing every day? Almost all of us, right? Guys, do you all brush every day? It's a basic question. Say yes or no. We all are not allocating time. Yes, exactly, Hussein, you're right. Janani, yes, we all do brush every day, at least maybe not twice, at least one time we do every day once we wake up. How do you think that we all are doing brushing every single day? We all do it because our parents, when we are children, they made it as a habit. Yes, yes, exactly, Samisha, you are so right. Exercise is an option, not a habit. We have to make it as a habit. How do uh, Now we are talking about the brushing. Brushing has been anchored as a habit right from my childhood. Like once we wake up, mom will take you to the bathroom and brush your teeth. So you are literally addicted to the paste or the brush that you are using. That do you know, guys, the most addicted item that in our day-to-day life is toothpaste. We all are addicted to it, that we won't change the flavor as soon as easily as you think, right? So mom has literally anchored this particular brushing habit as a habit to our day-to-day life. We all, if we anchor any other action like exercise or this TMRR model as a habit in our life, first you have to do is an anchoring it. So anchor it. Friday evening 6 o'clock is my TMRR learning model, that I have to sit on it and do my self awareness or self analyzing, so that I'll be knowing where I'm standing. I'll be knowing where I have to go, where I'm lacking. So anchor this TMR model uh, as a habit, even exercise, because it is healthy, so that you will be knowing, you will go to the next levels of your life. Uh, with this, I think I'll end my session, guys. These are all the basic things that you should know before going to any corporate world. These are all the industry basic skills that you can learn other than your technical skills which your professors are teaching you. Next slide, please. Vijay, you are right. While practicing something new, it is hard in the starting, but once you anchor it as a habit, it will definitely go easy for all of us. Thank you. So, guys, what are your next steps? Have a solid profile. Don't copy paste your profiles, because it's so boring. As a HR, I see the same copy profiles. If I go to one particular college, at least one particular batch will have the same profile. Same format of a profile, because these are all the friends batch. So don't have it. Have your unique profile. Always write your lines with yourself. Don't copy paste from the internet or from your friend's resume. Do have your own handwritten. I mean, not a handwritten, like hand typed sentences in your profile, and do have goal fixing. Use this TMRR model in targeting your next goals, and have LinkedIn network, which is very important. LinkedIn is especially during this work from home mode. LinkedIn is phase where some platform where we all post what is happening in and around. So do create your LinkedIn profile, and have this introspection always, and have learning all time in your life. Only then you can go to next level, especially in this competitive world. Last slide, please, Mr. Sharif. Next slide. Yeah, so I was talking about this particular book called Catalyst, which has this TMRR model very clearly. So it is by Ms. Chandramouli Venkatesan. Do read this book. It is very short, very cheap. It's not so costly also. And also do read Dale Carnegie books, because he has written very good books, especially for students like you who are about to start your career. How to make friends, how to influence. So all such books of him are really encouraging and self-learning. And we have few other websites I was talking about initially. So we have Grammarly for correction of your sentences. We have Ginger software again for correction of your English grammar, and Thesaurus is for multiple words that you can use, your synonyms or meanings for your particular words. Say for example, any particular word you can give there, it will give you different kinds of synonyms and antonyms, like opposites and meanings of that particular word. And this is my LinkedIn contact, Jyotsna Tulsi, the link what I have given here in the screen. Please do connect with me, and for any further professional queries, you can direct message me anytime in LinkedIn. I may take time in responding, but I'll definitely respond you all. Do connect with me in LinkedIn for any further references. Thank you all for giving this opportunity, for listening to me very patiently for this long time. Any questions, guys? You can drop in now in chat box, or you can even unmute yourself and ask. With this, I thank all of you. Thank you, Mr. Sharif, and thank you, ICT Academy. Thanks to Acharya College. Arvindan, it is definitely easy to crack CAT exam, but it depends upon your performance. You have to learn it well so that you can definitely clear. It's not tough. For me, if you ask me, I'll definitely say it is not tough. And Vijay, you can just search for my profile. Someone have asked for my profile in it is Jazz, I guess. Jazz, just search for Jyotsna Tulsi. I'm typing my name here. It is JYOTHSNATULASI. So you can use that to connect with me in LinkedIn. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sharif.
Happy afternoon to all. Thanks note, sincere thanks to our speaker of the session, Jyotsna Tulsi, ma'am, who gave a clear insight on the industry ready skills to our students. Thank you so much, ma'am. Our deep sense of gratitude to our chief mentor for his gracious heart in allowing us to conduct this virtual power seminar. A very big thanks to ICT Academy for organizing this kind of campus at Acharya Science College. A special thanks to Mr. Arigiri sir and Cheru sir. We wholeheartedly thank our sponsor, our beloved instructor, Mentaji, for their support in conducting this session. We thank our seat coordinator, respected HODs of various departments of Acharya Science College, faculty colleagues, who have made this session very successful. Our sincere thanks to the IT team who has made the platform to organize this session. Today's session was done in Zoom with live YouTube streaming. Thank you to all. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Sangapore.